What's up, fight fans? Thank you once again for coming through. Remember, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. If not, and you come back to watch another video, thank you very much. To all the guys leaving comments, love it. There is a guy I'm going back and forth with. I can't remember what video it is. I think it's Deontay Wilder versus Bermane Stiverne. I love it. Guys, keep coming. It's good. I like the fact that some people have different opinions, and it's good to hear other people's opinions. I'm never always going to be right. Most of the time I think I'm wrong. It's just I have an opinion and I run with it. So if you have an opinion that's different from mine and you maybe don't want to leave a comment because you think that you're going to sound a bit silly, fuck that, leave a comment. Let's go back and forth and let's see why we have difference of opinions. Alright, let's talk about arguably one of the greatest fighters of all time. You've seen the thumbnail, you know who I'm talking about, Roy Jones Jr. He's recently announced that he's not retiring. Roy Jones is 48 years old, hasn't really fought a competitive fight. I say competitive in terms of fighting someone that we know, since he got smoked by Enzo Maccarinelli in Russia. Enzo Maccarinelli is retired and Roy Jones continues to fight. It's sad that he's fighting. People have left comments on numerous videos saying it's financial issues. I don't believe that. Roy Jones has a pretty good commentating job. I know he trains a few up and coming kids as well. So I think financially he's okay. He got paid decent in his career, probably one of the highest paid in around sort of the early 2000s, late 90s. So Roy Jones is financially more than okay. I just feel like most boxers, it's something he loves to do. It's something he's been doing since a kid, and it's difficult for him to walk away. I think that's just the issue. I think the biggest problem right now is that they're matching Roy Jones and they're giving him guys that he can beat, right? So after the Enzo loss, he fought, I can't remember who he fought. I remember him fighting a guy in his debut in some sort of competition, an ex-MMA guy. Obviously he beat him. He's fought the likes of Courtney Fry, guys that he can chew up. And if they're giving him those type of guys, which almost look like sparring sessions for him, he's not going to want to give up, is he? So that's the issue really. They're giving him bums and he's knocking them out, destroying them, and it's almost giving him the second wind to think, oh, I've still got it. Roy, you don't have it no more. You don't have it no more. Roy's into his, I think it's like his 75th or 76th fight. And Roy probably could have retired 30 fights ago. No, 25 fights ago. I don't know if any kids, by kids I mean maybe people under the age of 24, 25, who are not boxing historians, who don't have a dad that has told them about Roy Jones, know exactly who this kid is. Roy Jones, people, was, whatever you think of Floyd Mayweather, and most of you guys know who Floyd is, right? Times that by 5 as to how good people thought Roy Jones was. Roy Jones was considered a master. Speed, strength, skill, punch power, athleticism, everything. Could talk. Roy done a rap video, for heaven's sake. Roy, I think he done a rap album. He had everything about him. He went up to heavyweight, beat John Ruiz, not the biggest heavyweight in the world, became heavyweight champion. So we're talking about a guy that went from middleweight to heavyweight, something that Andre Ward is possibly talking about doing. And if it wasn't for the fact that he got disqualified, I can't remember the guy's name, he would have easily broke the record set by Rocky Marciano for unbeaten record. I believe that, and he said that as well. He said after that disqualification, he kind of lost heart a bit. This is how crazy good Roy was. All right, so prior to Roy fighting John Ruiz, I think this is correct. Could be wrong, but I think this is correct in terms of the dates anyway. There was talk about Roy Jones going up to fight Mike Tyson. So this is prior to Mike Tyson's loss to Lennox Lewis. So we're talking 2002. Roy was favourite to beat Mike Tyson. Okay, it wasn't the Mike Tyson of the 80s, but Mike Tyson was still serviceable. Mike Tyson was still a very, very good heavyweight. Roy Jones Jr. was favourite to beat Mike Tyson. That's how good Roy was. That's ridiculous. If Roy Jones Jr. had retired after beating John Ruiz for the heavyweight belt, we'll be here right now discussing Roy as one of the greatest of all time, if not the greatest of all time. That's how crazy it is now. And I think of Roy Jones Jr. at 48 after suffering knockout losses to the likes of Danny Green, Lebedev, Enzo Maccarinelli, Tarver, Glenn Johnson. Here we are, and he's probably going to have his 78th, 79th fight in a couple of months. He's negotiating now, he says. I don't know how he passed the medicals. It's clear he's suffered from some sort of concussion. I watch him in commentating. He's not. I wouldn't say he slurs his word, but he's definitely not the Roy that used to talk and speak. It's a shame. It's a big shame. He's not the only one. I think James Toney's still fighting. And you look at both of those fighters and you think you're talking about two all-time greats here. And it's just sad to see. I hate when boxers do this. I think boxing is such a dangerous sport in the first place. But when you continue past where you should be, you know, it's a question. Do we judge Roy from John Ruiz and down? Or do we now look at Roy's whole career and judge him? So basically, when you are talking, when you do the rankings of greatest of all time, do we judge his career in the last 5 years? Do we even include that? Or is it just a whole package you've got to? I don't know. I don't know. If you do judge him for his whole career, even in terms of the top, I mean, up until now, Roy doesn't make the top 100. Doesn't make the top 100. But if you, well, top 100, doesn't make top 50. But if you judge him from John Ruiz down, we're talking top 10. It's a shame anyway, but guys, let me know what you think. I'm whispering on this video because the missus is sleeping next door. And she is livid that I'm still filming. I can't sleep. She's livid. So anytime she could interrupt this video and shut me down. But fuck it, it's late, I couldn't sleep. Roy Jones Jr. is on my head, I'm a bit pissed off, I've done a video.